Hello, in this video I'd like to show you a simple word game which I was enjoying for years and still play occasionally. It's called Letterpress, and on the surface it's a very simple game, but actually there are some interesting plays available. So as you see, the game is 5x5 grid, and it's filled with random letters, and you play against other human player. You do turns by picking some letters and composing words from them. So for example, I played surfaces and my opponents played turnkeys. The game ends when all letters are taken, and the winner is the one who has the most cells. Also notice that certain letters have dark blue and dark red colors. This means that those letters are locked, and though you could use them, you won't be able to take them on your turn. So how do you make your turn? Basically, you start looking for the letters that you need to take first, and typically they are light red letters. You could either touch them or you could drag them to the top bar, and then you could rearrange them. So for example, if I would like to conquer the top left corner, I would pick those three letters and then I would rearrange them. I see like D-A-M, and for example this makes up the demo word. I could add S because plurals are available, so if you can make it plural, always try to use this longer form. And that's how you make your turn. Now let's have a look at some game which happened recently. Letterpress has a nice replay system, so I could open the replay and investigate it in a web browser. So my opponent starts with Blender's word, and it's a very powerful move because he locks one of the corners. Specifically, he locked three letters and two of them are vowels. And after that, he would be adding more letters to his corner, locking them, and thus he will lock the whole grid. So how do you oppose him? You start by locking another corner, and you also have to take some letters back, effectively unlocking what he was trying to lock. I played degeneracy word. It's not a very powerful move because I locked only one letter at the corner and I haven't taken back much of his letters. He replies with generated, and that was a very strong move because he added another locked letter in his corner, and he effectively unlocked my Y letter, and he took back most of my blue letters. Now I play fasteners, and I'm able to lock three letters at the corner and to take back some of his letters. But again, my position is not very strong because on his next move he would be able to take back N, S, R, T, and it's very easy to continue locking his corner. So he plays on threads, and now he is looking another corner while I'm still trying to regain control of my corner. And at this point situation is pretty bad for me because I have to come up with rather long words to win this game. So I come up with nice untreated word which allows me to lock 5 letters at the corner, and situation is kind of even But here is the difference between really good player and just good player. So you may be thinking that we have several moves to win the game. But it's not true. The situation is very close. There are only 4 neutral letters. And in order to win, he has to gain what I call definitive advantage. So, because on every move, the number of letters swings back and forth between us, and it's not clear who dominates the field. The player who plays the last word most likely will win this game. So, in this situation, the opponent which really wants to win has to take as much letters as possible before closing the gap. He probably doesn't see this because he plays unfatherly, and it seems like he took most of the letters, and it will be very hard to win. It looks like he has a definitive advantage, but he's not. You see, I play rather short word, gap fast, which allows me to win 13-12. And that was his mistake. He shouldn't be taking that one letter. So keeping it around 4 is a good strategy. What he should be doing is trying to capture more green letter. He should be locking more letters because he was controlling 2 corners of the field, and only after that he should be trying to close the gap. Now this game is kind of symmetrical to what you have seen before, in terms that now I start the game and I also get very close to this gap, and I don't have definitive advantage, but the situation is a bit different. So let's see how it goes. I start by playing reported word, and as you see I also lock 2 letters in the corner. My opponent plays depressor, and this move is not good because she hasn't locked any corner. She just took some of the letters, but it will be rather easy for me to take them back. So I play predecessors. Unfortunately, it's not a very strong move, but I was able to completely take back all the letters. So that was a very fun move. Now she plays scuffles, and this one is very good. I believe that she should have played this right from the start, or that probably would be even better starting move. So I think that I missed this word. I should have played this one. You see now she locked 4 letters in the corner, and I have only 1. So I try to strengthen my position. I play a rather short word which is slowed, but it allows me to lock 2 vowels and 4 letters in the corner, which is a strong move. So despite the word being short, the situation is actually very good for me, because now she will try to create some word, she will have to use some of the locked letters, which won't get her any points. So she goes with slowest, and somehow, to some extent, she takes back some of the advantages, but it's not a very good move. I play downfalls, and this one is very good because now I completely control one of the corners, and I also have 2 vowels locked. She plays folders, which somehow levels out the field, but now we have only 3 letters and no one has definitive advantage. The problem with that is that I was trying to come up with the word which has these particular 3 letters, but I couldn't find anything to win. So instead of capturing neutral letters, my idea was to get some some letters colored in light red to build a definitive advantage. So I play freeloads, which for sure gives me this advantage. And now I'm ready to win. My opponent plays badges, which rather weak play, and I feel like she just gave up because the letter is rather short and she just played something to get done with it. The right strategy at this point would be to fight back and negate that definitive advantage. You should be just persistent and play more carefully, capturing more and more letters. And that's essentially how you win. You have to be careful, spend some time thinking, and I've seen several games where that persistence just paid off, but unfortunately she just decided to give up, so I play some short letter jabs and that's it. The game was lost. So as you see, there are some pretty interesting moves that could be done to win this game, and there are some some traps that you could encounter. So this game may seem rather simple, but at the same time I assure you that it's quite interesting. And again, it's older than World of Tanks Blitz. I've been playing it for years, and I could tell you for sure that it's a very interesting one. So thanks for watching, and bye.